Alrighty guys, welcome back. It's your host ID Chester. We're going to be playing another brand new game on the channel. This one is Dungeon Crusade. I picked this up because I hear a lot of good things about this game. I don't know much about it, and after I picked it up, we did an unboxing last week, and I've been kind of watching some videos, and I will say two things about them. Number one, the designer of the game, I think his name is Roger, has done a boatload of videos. They have their own website, they have their own YouTube channel, and he's done hundreds of videos on how to play this game. So, two thumbs up for that. Kudos to that for sure, because normally you have to rely on other YouTubers like myself that have played the game to do things with it and stuff. Normally the designers are not very good at this. Actually, Roger's pretty good. So that's the first thing. Very helpful, very educational with those videos and stuff. And number two, he goes into pretty good detail. So a lot of times when designers do videos, they just assume you know what you're doing, and you don't, and so you're completely lost because they think you know what you're doing, but you don't. Roger takes you in, leads you by the hand, and teaches you how to play this game. So that was super cool. So again, I didn't know much about this game other than it came highly recommended. I wanted to get some really good dungeon delving games in my collection because I think dungeon delving is the soul of solo board gaming. It's kind of it kind of goes hand in hand with solo board gaming is dungeon crawling, and I own a few. And I was looking around, going, where are my good dungeon crawl games? So I started watching videos on other people's top 10, top 20 dungeon crawl games, and I came across Dungeon Crusade. Again, don't know much about it, so when I ordered it, but it's expensive. It's like $300 for the edition that I got. Now I guess there's like a core edition, and then there's like an add-on you can get for it edition. If you want to get the add-on edition, it's the more expensive one that I got. It's called the Slayer of the Realm. Slayer of the Realm edition. There you go. Slayer of the Realm edition. So what that does is adds obviously some more cards. It adds in, a bunch of new things. It adds in more characters for you to play with. It adds in harder modes for the enemies to play on if you find the game too easy or, whatever. So that was cool. So I got the more up to, I figured if I'm going to get it, I'll get everything and we'll try it out and see what it is. So again, I didn't know much about this. So let me explain what Dungeon Crusade is, which is weird because you might look at the title of this game going, A Trip Around Avalon, a Dungeon Crawl Overland Travel Game. What the hell's that? So, Dungeon Crusade is designed to be played open-endedly however you want, but there's a recommended way of playing it. And the first thing you do is you take your companions on like this overland adventure that you're going to be going on and doing things in the world of Avalon, looking to rescue these for 3 relics. You're trying to find basically 3 relics. Once you find those relics in the area, in the land, you go back to your main base, and it powers up one of the characters that can then unlock the dungeon mode for you. And then once you do that, then you go into the dungeon and play like an actual dungeon delve. So this has got kind of what I'm going to say 2 games for the price of 1. Because you got like kind of this one game where you're going on this overland adventure, kind of like Runebound. If you ever played Runebound, it's kind of very similar to that. You're just going from area to area, having adventures. Every area has its own special encounter card with good and bad things that'll happen. You're going to be rolling a random dice to find out what happens in that area. And it might be a fight, it might be finding things, it might be nothing happens. And you're just going around doing this. It's very quick and simple and easy mode to learn how to play, and it kind of gets you into the flow of things. And what you're doing with this is you're not leveling up your characters. What you're doing is you're earning things with your characters to some money so that they can buy things back in the market. You're earning, like you can come across special treasures that they will then have to go on their adventure and stuff like that. Then you're going to take, so there's this whole overland adventure part of the game, which is very interesting. We're going to be doing that today, actually, as I'm still learning how to actually play the Dungeon Crusade part of the game, because that's a little bit more crunchy, a little bit more complex, and a little more, things going on. This is kind of a move, draw a card, find out, roll a die, and look and see on the card what happens to it. So it's not super complex. So there's two parts of this game, and then once you do that, you're doing this to earn things for your characters, money and rewards and treasures. And there is a huge treasure system. These are the cards we're not using. So there's a huge amount of treasures. And they're broken up into junk items, which, aren't very good at all. Then you have white items, which are common. Then you have green items, which are, I think they're green or rare. And then you have the blue items. And then you have purple items. And then you have legendary items. So there's junk, there's white, there's green, there's blue, there's purple, and then there's legendary. And then on top of legendary, we're not even using them. Where did I put these cards? They are somewhere. Oh, here. Is this them? There are also character cards. These are the equipment that the characters start with. We don't use those on the overland travel. And then there is these, I don't even know what they call them, Slayer of the Beast cards. These are like the bestest of the bestest. So we don't even use these in the overland game. You don't use these on the overland game. That's why I set these aside. So the system for treasure is really cool because, like, literally we are building like a deck based upon like common items, and this one's got a bunch of a common, a green, some blues. It's a very, very small chance of getting something decent out of this bronze deck. There's a bronze, a silver, and a gold deck. And so you build your decks based upon randomly. You're drawing certain number of common cards, uncommon cards, rare cards, epic cards, and all that. So you're building your different decks based upon that. You don't know what goes into them. I mean, the different classes of cards, like the different level, but there is a huge, like I said, there's junk items, there's common, there's green, blue, purple, orange, and then the super red ones. So there's a huge leveling system with the treasures, and finding those treasures are going to be like epic moments. So you're going to be trying to do things that will earn you pulls out of the decks, because the more chances you pull out of here, the better chance you have of pulling something good out. Not everything is going to be good. There's a lot of junk in here, especially in the bronze deck. If we go to the gold deck, now the gold deck is loaded with a lot of good stuff. So we want to try and get the gold deck. So we're trying to run around, get some good items. We're trying to get some equipment, obviously some treasures, and some money, so that when we go back to town, we unlock the key to go to the dungeon. We can buy some stuff. We can buy some blessings. And there's a special... Oh no, and I just knocked him off the table. Hang on. Well, try not to put my elbow on that anymore. Sorry about that. There is a huge amount of cards that I've got out of the way over here off to the side. There's a huge amount of cards and characters and tokens and tons of stuff you don't use. Again, there's like 2 modes to play this game. There's an Overland adventure mode, and then there's a dungeon delving mode. And it's recommended you can do whatever you want, and the designer says this over and over again. Do whatever makes you happy. Play the game however it makes you happy. But I recommend you play it. Use the Overland mode. You'll create an adventure. You'll get moments with each of your different heroes to make great things happen. And then after you do that, then you go in the dungeon and try and do the dungeon part of the game. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the Overland part of the game and show that off today. Eventually, we will do the other parts of the game. And as I mentioned, I do have the Slayer of the Realm edition, which is going to give you more characters and more of everything. So if you have an edition and you don't see some of the things that I have, or some of the treasures or cards, you can just assume that's because of that. All right, so let's kind of go over it and show it off. So, before we do that, I always want to get to it, and then I think of things, and I got to come back to this screen. So, it's designed again, the game, Dungeon Crusade, is designed to be played with 6 characters, and always 6 characters. So you're going to be choosing 6 characters. If you choose to play with 4 characters, again, Roger, the designer, said, go ahead and play with whatever makes you happy. If you want to play with 4 characters, you play with 4 characters. If you want to make it 5 characters, great. If you want to make it 12 characters, because you got the expansion, you want to play with all the characters, great. Have fun. The game is designed to be fun, so do whatever makes you happy. So everything that I'm going to be telling you is based upon the recommendation of how to play as far as I know it. So if I say something that's inaccurate, look in the comments section down below. Somebody might correct me on that. So just keep that in mind. Number 2, again, it's supposed to be designed to play with 6 characters. There is this huge system of variability in this game. Like, I will show you. I know it's going to be like crazy. Like, people are going to look at this and go, I don't know what this means. But what I'm going to show you is the scenario book kind of goes over the information, and I'm not going to spoil anything. But this is kind of like scenario number 1. You can see there is all kinds of different difficulty levels that you can make it. All right, so you can have it on red difficulty, which is super, super hard. Purple difficulty, which is, it's pretty hard, but not super, and then you got purple. And so like each of these legendary items inventory, like you're going to be putting different items in the inventory based upon, like if you want to make it a much tougher adventure, then you're going to have to get much better equipment or you're not going to be able to do it. And so there's village terror level, like you can adjust the village terror level, you can adjust the raid difficulty, you can adjust the guardian spawn tendon track, you can adjust the guardian quest per track, like how many guardians do you want to go up against. And then you have the minion population track. How many different minions are you up against? There's this huge adjustment on how just each of the different scenarios, the different ways to design and play the scenarios, which I'm super excited. Again, I'm not as familiar with that part of it because I haven't watched those videos yet. I have a general understanding just by taking the components out and separating them. Like, for example, and I'm not trying to overload anyone, like, you have a huge, and I'm going to pull them out here because I think it's important to show, like, here is a stack of all of the level 1 minion guards that we're dealing with. These are the minions in the game. And there's not that many monsters, but each one of the monsters is broken up into like white difficulty, green difficulty, blue difficulty, red difficulty, purple difficulty, brown difficulty. There's like 12 different levels for every monster that's in this game. So obviously you need a different card for every single one. So if you wanted to play on red difficulty, you need to have all the monsters with the red tokens, right? So you need the Goblin Footman with the red token as opposed to a green or a blue or a purple or an orange or any of those other tokens. So there's a huge variability on just the monsters, and each of the monsters come in with different stats and ratings based upon the different difficulties. This is just for the level 1 minions. There's just as big a stack for level 2 and level 3. Then you get the Guardians, which I'm thinking is going to be like the boss of the level. And from what I understand, you're supposed to you're drawing an adventure card to complete and then a side adventure to complete. You go in the dungeon, you try to complete your adventure and your side adventure, and you go back to town, and if you kill the Guardian and you complete your adventures for level 1, then you complete level 1, you go on to level 2, you do the same thing, you draw your adventure, your side adventure, your Guardian. You have to go complete all 3 of those things, go back to town. You completed level 2, you do it all over again, boom, you do level 3 as well. So there is a huge, all the Guardians have got these tarot size cards, and these are, the bosses of the level. We have the Red Widow there with all kinds of information. Again, not trying to get too spoilerific but there's all kinds of tons and tons and tons of stuff. Okay. So, that's all for another day, because we're not going to be doing any of that. We're going to be doing the Overland travel setup adventure part of the game. So, a lot of players love the Overland travel adventure where you're creating a story as you're moving characters around on the board, and the moments that happen where, we have to fight this ice wizard, and we ended up taking out the ice wizard, and the ice wizard gave us a treasure or whatever. Boom, you remember that stuff, and you use that as you remember this adventure. This is what happens when you're doing the Overland adventure. You're going to be going out in each area and you're going to be having your little adventures, hopefully to find the treasures that you can unlock to get to the dungeon. So let's get to that part of it now. All right. I think I've gone over everything enough that we can... All right, well, I'm going to actually move my token out of the way here. All right, so you see I created the bronze, silver, and gold deck based upon how you're supposed to do it. You're going to be drawing random cards. You're going to take all your treasure cards. You're going to put all of the legendary items, which are the orange ones, together. And then you're going to draw those and add those. There's actually only one legendary item from all of these cards. There's only one that's added into this deck. There's no legendary in this deck, and there's no legendary in this deck. And then, of course, you take all your purple ones, which are your... I forget what the title is for the purple ones, but then you're going to take those and do the same thing, and you're going to build your decks. Obviously, the gold deck is better than the silver deck. The silver deck's better than the bronze deck. The bronze deck is mostly filled with trash, but it's got a few random good items that you can have in there. Okay. So, Hope's Reach is right here. The reason I moved my little token is because my token was covering up where we're starting. This is represents the party. Our party is going to be these 6 characters. I am using 3 characters from the base game and 3 characters from the expansion just because I want to show off both. It's neither... There's no advantage or disadvantage from either of the heroes. I think they're basically the same. They just have different stats and ratings that you're going to be using. So, with your 6 characters, you're going to track them. Each of them is going to have a tracking number. So, like when it says choose a random hero, we're going to be rolling a 6-sided dice. We're going to get number 5, which is going to be this one. Basically, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I got tokens on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to remind everyone. So, if we need a random hero, it's going to be hero number 5. So, let's talk about our heroes really quickly. Our hero number 1 is our Battle Mage. It's our Battle Mage. Our Battle Mage is hero number 1. Each of them comes with, a little portrait. They also come with a certain amount of hit points, and I forget what this is called. Then these are their stats and ratings that they use, and each of them comes with their own little miniature in case we need the miniature. So hero number 1 is Larina Nightweave. She is our Battle Mage, Larina Nightweave. I'm terrible with names, so get over it. Hero number 2 is going to be Carrick Roan. Carrick Roan is a paladin. He is character number 2. Carrick Roan. R-O-A-N. Roan. And again, stats and ratings. Boom. Hero number 3 is going to be Rain Redfeather. Is that Kane Redfeather? I can't tell if that's an R or a K. I think I'm going to go with K. Let's go with Kane Redfeather. Let's go with Kane Redfeather because it sounds better than whatever I was saying. So we're going to go with Kane Redfeather. Is a ranger. He's our ranger character. And he's character number 3. Character number 4 is going to be our archer, Erwin Shadowleaf. Kind of an elf ranger. Archer, character number 4. Character number 5 is going to be Faith Acelia? Faith Acelia, which is a cleric. She's our cleric. Faith Acelia. And last but not least, hero number 6 is going to be Sir Brevis Calderon. Sir Brevis Calderon is a knight. He's a knight. He's a knight. So that is our 6 characters. The only thing we need to worry about really in this mode, this Overland mode, is you don't need any of their starting equipment. If we look at all the characters, like I'm just showing you off this side, but on the other side, it has like some backstory. It talks about the character, talks about his special abilities and his starting equipment and everything. So there's a nice history and lore and where he starts in the game and everything. And we will not break, we will not fall. We are all that stands between our people and domination. We will stand, we will stand. Sir Brennus Kadir, Sir Brennus Kadir, was born the youngest son of an ancient but impoverished noble house of Salemport. With no hope of being squired to a powerful lord, Brennus became a warrior in the house retinue of Lord Calordic of Winterbrook. An attack by orcs on Winterbrook itself became a nightmare as an onslaught of undead came pouring out of an ancient tomb of Iskow. With the majority of the knights quickly overwhelmed, it fell to Brennus to defend the townfolks. The warrior held the line against the undead, and when dawn rose, Winterbrook and its inhabitants still stood. Brennus was knighted on the spot for his bravery and leadership before setting out to gather allies to stand against the darkness spreading across Avalon. Sir Brennus Caladir, Knight of Avalon, the Crusade has only begun. Special abilities are going to be Charge, Protector, and Tactical Warfare. He starts with 10 hit points and 8 of whatever those are. So I'm just showing you what that is so that you have an idea. All right. We have the Fate track over here. So what we have to do here, and I've already done this, is we have green territories, which are going to be these green territories. We have 10 territories, a couple down here and a bunch here in the middle and some over here. So kind of in the middle of the map is tan area, and then over here on the other edge is red. And what we're going to be doing is in each one of these areas, there's going to be 3 tokens. 2 of them are going to be blue, and they're not going to be worth anything to the party. The last one is the treasure we need to get, the rune stone we need to get. And each one of these, same thing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to shuffle these up so we don't know which is which. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. And then what you're supposed to do is take your deck of locations and shuffle those up. And then we're just going to randomly draw 3 for the green, 3 for the yellow, and 3 for the red. All right, so we'll look away. I'm just going to grab one out of the middle of the deck. And token number 1 is going to go in Old Orchard Grove. Old Orchard Grove, which is actually right there next to town. I like that. Second up, is going to be right here. Logan's Tower, which is way over here. And the last one is going to be this one, the Dungeon of Zool. So one of those three is the location we need to go to. We don't know which one it is until we find it, so we might go to this one and find it right away, and then we don't have to go anywhere. We can ignore this. We can ignore this if we want to. All right, now we're going to do the same thing for the yellow area. Shuffle these up. And like we would love to get like boom, boom, boom right next to one another would be awesome. But that's probably not going to happen. But we'll see. Alright, so without looking, I'm just going to cut. And it's going to be the Tower of Kings. Tower of Kings way over there. Okay. Okay, next up. And we'll get this one. Salem Port. Oh, we just looked at him. That's where this guy's from. Salem Port. And that's right here next to this one. Okay. Now, if we can get one more up there, that'd be awesome. Okay, one more. Here we go. It's going to be this one. The Tomb of Avalon. The Tomb of Avalon. Oh, that's right there. Okay. All right. That could have been worse. That could have been worse. Now we got the red ones. 3 red ones. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right. Let's see where we're going. Where are we headed on this adventure this time? All right. And without looking, I'm just going to draw it out the middle. Forgotten Ruins. Right there. Okay. Next up. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Let's drag this one out. The Tomb of Kaladar. Way down here in the corner. We got to go all the way down here. Oh boy. All right, one more, unfortunately. All right. It's going to be Black Nether Dungeon. Black Nether Dungeon? Which is right here. Okay. All right, now the important part of this overland traveling stuff is right here, where if you enter an area and it's unexplored, you get to roll a D12, and you're going to get whatever is on the dice as an encounter. The higher the number, the better. If it's already been explored, it's a D6 you're rolling, and better, and you need at least a 5 to have a no encounter. Anything less than 5 is usually bad stuff. So you don't want to go to an area you've already been in. So our 3 red are over here, so we have to make it over here. So we might as well like come along here, come down, and if these 2 green aren't it, then we know it's this guy. And if those 2 aren't it, then we know it's this guy. If we come this way, we do this, and then we come down here, get this one. Hopefully this is it, and then we can just come back, pick up this one or this one on the way back, and boom. Like that. The last thing you want to do is like, yeah, use up a whole bunch of areas. All right, so the encounter is this. Hope's Reach, Part 1, Into the Great Unknown. On a calm and clear evening, the 6 heroes assemble on the island of Hope's Reach at the request of Father Jova to discuss the journey ahead of them and what needs to be accomplished. The heroes kindly greet one another and quickly build a strong camaraderie between them. A short while later, heroes see Father Jova and a few acolytes approaching from the north out of the darkness. "Good evening, my gallant friends, and thank you for answering the summons. The situation I speak of is quite dire. There's a village that has been under siege by creatures from a place of great evil that is a short distance away. Someone or something has placed a powerful curse on this wicked location where no one can gain entrance to vanquish the evil that dwells within. There is one hope, though. There are 3 powerful runes, known as the Runes of Eternity. These runes can destroy any evil that comes into contact with it. However, the runes have been lost for many, many years. I implore you, my friends, to traverse the lands of Avalon and reclaim these powerful runes. Shatter this dreadful curse so that you may enter this evil place and vanquish what resides within. When you locate the ruins, you must travel back to Hope's Reach, where I will be waiting. May Ashira watch over and bless you on your journey ahead." Part 2, First Night. As the morning sun begins to shine across the land, the heroes awaken and prepare for their perilous journey ahead. Before setting out, the heroes are visited by an apparition of a beautiful angel that casts an aura of peace and tranquility over them. She begins to speak. "My most heroic and valiant friends, I come to you to let you know that you are not alone on this journey, for I'll be watching over you and offer you healing as it is needed. If you fall, I will raise you up to continue the fight. However, I can only help as much on this perilous journey as my power is not unlimited. Venture forth, heroes, and be courageous, brave, and valorous. Reclaim the ruins of eternity and save the souls of the village that are under attack by this great evil." Yes, we will. Yes, we shall. We'll put this down here as a reminder. Hope's Reach. All right. So now, simply we move from area to area. You can see how the board is mapped up into different areas. So one thing you cannot do is cross from one area into a multi-pointed area into another area. So you can only cross basically across the side of a border. If that makes sense, you can't go across the corner. So I could not go from Hope's Reach to Ancient Ruins.
You want half of it? Or the whole thing?
I'll just take half. Yeah, that's fine.
And do you want potato or french
Yeah,
fries?
potato's fine. Yeah. Or fries, whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
Well,
You can wait a little while. You can wait a little while.
Potato's going to be over an hour.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not in any rush. Okay, sorry. So I cannot go like across there, across this little point. So I'd have to go into there and then down. All right. So that's, I mean, it's pretty much, and the fate track is basically we can get healing, we can get healing, we can get healing, and then if we have to heal again, we're dead. The party just loses. So let's hope it doesn't get to that. All right, so that's pretty much it. We're going to travel day 1. Each one of these is a different day, right? So day 1, we're going into the Old Orchard Grove. Now, before we can look at this, we have to look at our encounter card. And there, I have each section broken down into the greens. So we just find the Old Orchard Grove. Right there it is. And then you're just simply rolling a D12 if it's been unexplored. So, and with that, you want to roll as high as possible. As you can see on every one of these, most all of these, 1 and 2, something really bad happens. 3 and 4, something usually bad happens. And then on the back side, 5, 6, 7, kind of in the middle, nothing happens. 8 and 9, something good happens. And then 10, 11, and 12, something great happens. So the higher you roll, the better it is. So you want to roll high on this game, right? If you can't roll high, you're screwed. So we will roll a die. We're going to just simply roll a 20, or 20. It's not a 20, it's a 12. You're rolling a D12 because it's been unexplored. So we roll, and we're rolling for high, 5. Okay, 5 is not high, but it's not, 1 to 4 is usually bad. So anything above 4 is okay. So 5 is okay. So we will just look at the 5 section, we read it. As the heroes are traversing the grove, because we're in the Old Orchard Grove, as the heroes are traversing the grove, they enjoy the cool shade of the massive trees blocking the blazing sun above them. So nothing happens, but we have now explored this area, so we cannot go back there with, well, if we go back there, it'll be a D6. The other thing we can do now is flip this over and see, is this a good one or is this not? Okay, so this is actually, it's not worthless to us, but this will allow us to re-roll a die if we don't like a die result. So you don't assign it to any certain character or anything like that. It's a party thing. So sometime in the party can decide to re-roll the dice. Probably if we ever roll 1 or a 2, because those are the worst numbers and you're going to have bad adventures. Now the other thing we now know is one of these 2 is going to be the good one. And we're hoping it's going to be this one. So that's it. That's day 1. We're done. Boom, we move on. Day 2, we're going to go here. White Run Chapel. So we will find the White Run Chapel. There it is. Again, we will try to roll high. Come on, roll it. Oh my God, do we want to use our reroll right off the bat? I think we are going to re-roll this. So we're going to spend our re-roll we already got to see if maybe we can get something better than this. Please, for the love of God. 7. Okay? So under White Run Chapel, a 7 says, the heroes sit on the steps of the chapel and read from a book they discovered on the history of White Run Chapel and the cruel and heinous acts that took place within. Done. We've explored. Done. And we have no other tokens to go there. So we are moving on to day 3. We're going to Doll. Doll. Tall is here. Tall is here. Come on, give us something good. Give us like a high roll. Come on, give us something good. 8. All right, we're on the second to the top. That's probably good. Let's see what it says. One chilly evening, the heroes joined the villagers in a feast of grilled elk steaks and cold ale. Within the village taverns, all heroes regain 3 health and 3 essence. That's the other thing, is essence and health. We can regain 3 each. Well, we don't need that because we have not taken any damage yet, so we don't have to worry about that. Next up is going to be Logan's Tower, which should be here because we pulled it aside. What did I do with it? Logan's Tower, okay. Logan's Tower. Come on, give us something good. 11, nice. Logan's Tower, 11. Ascending the cold and winding stairways to the top of the tower, the heroes discover the commander's chambers to the east. Upon entering, they quickly search for anything of value. One of the heroes finds a jug of refreshing ale. Each hero takes a sip and recovers 2 health and 2 essence. Okay, well, we haven't taken any damage, so we don't have to worry about that. That's too bad. Okay, we rolled an 11 or 12. That's what we found. Okay, well, all right. Next, we get to see whether or not this is going to be our good one, or if we're going to have to go all the way down there. And we do have to go all the way down here. But we now have another reroll in case something bad happens. Wow. 2/3 chance it was either here or here, and it's not. It's way over there. So we know which one it is, but I mean, we could just go over there and come back, but seems like a waste. So maybe what we want to do is come down this way and come over here and hope that this one, so we don't have to come to these two. Or do we just see these because we're right here? We'll come 1, 2, 3. And then, you know, we can find both of those. Maybe it'll give us some rerolls in case something bad happens. All right, we're going to go to the Dungeon of Daggeroth. Dungeon of Daggeroth. Last time I had a token, we rolled crap. So I'm hoping we can roll good. 11! Nice. Let's see if it gives us something good. Randomly select a hero. All right, so we'll roll a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. This is our Ranger, Kane Redfeather. Kane Redfeather, our Ranger. Entering a cold, dark, and cobweb-infested chamber, the hero discovers an old wooden square chest. Test lockpicking 10 and modify the results by the hero's lockpicking value. The hero has 3 attempts to pick the lock. On a success, the hero finds a rejuvenation potion, which are these potions there, and 1d4 times 100 gold. After the 3rd attempt, the mechanism breaks. So his lockpicking he is a +1 at lockpicking. +1, so he's going to roll a he needs a 10. I'm I mean, I was thinking it's a D20, but it might not be. Let's look at, like, tests. I'm wondering if because it's on this, you just use a D12 for everything. Let's see if it tells us. All right, let's see. Anytime an event or encounter has a hero or heroes test one of their attributes, such as strength, willpower, agility, wisdom, hide, evade, they will be rolling a d20 and may add the value of their attribute on their hero card as a result. As long as they meet or exceed the value shown, they successfully overcome the event. Also, if a hero ever has to test lockpicking for an event, they will roll 1d20 and modify the results of the value as on their hero card under lockpicking. Yes, it is a d20. Alright, so he gets 3 chances at it. He gets a d20. Okay. Oops. Where was this one? I think it was here, right? So he has the hero has 3 attempts to pick the lock. On a success, the hero finds a rejuvenation potion and 1d4 times 100 gold. So first attempt, he gets a +1. +1. First attempt, he got it first attempt. So it's a d4, which is a d4. Oh, that's a bummer. He got a 1. Boo. 100 gold. And a rejuvenation potion. Now that will go on his character. And this will go on his character. Yeah, I think once he opens it, that's it. He doesn't get to do it. He doesn't get to open it like 3 times. He has 3 attempts to try and open it, and then it's done. Okay, so that's it. There, we have completed this area, and now we can either go to the Ghost Isle or we can go to the Ruins of Hextor. I think we're going to go to Ghost Isle and set these aside over here, I think. Alright, what are we doing? Ghost Island. Okay. Ghost Island. This four-sided dice sucks. Rolling a 1 on me like that. Alright, Ghost Island. D12. Oh, a 4. That's not good. Alright, as the night closes in on the bleak island, the fog grows much thicker, making it harder for the heroes to keep the direction they're headed. As the fog lifts, the heroes find themselves in the graveyard that belongs to the razed village of Amaror. All of a sudden, the screams and cries of the villagers who were executed and buried at the hand of Lord Blackhand echo all around the heroes. Each hero must test willpower 13. On a success, the hero covers their ears, meditates, and blacks out the shrilling voices. On a fail, the shrieking and deadly cries overwhelm the hero. Roll a d4, they lose that much essence. That's pretty bad, but I don't know if I want to spend a reroll on it. So it's a willpower of 13. No, I just need to see which one is willpower. Sure, it probably talks about it here. All right. Willpower is number 9. So that's the second number over. Okay. So, we're just going to go in order. Hero number 1. Arena. She has a +2. Again, we need to get a 13. She got it. No problems. Ha ha ha. Alright. Carrick, our paladin, is a +3. No, he failed. So he takes 1d4. 3 points. Oh. He's down to 7. Oh my god. Alright. Kane Redfeather. He's got a +2. He's got a natural 20. No problem for him. Erwin Shadowleaf. She is a +2. That's a 10 + 2 is 12. She needs a 13. She fails by 1 point. It only takes 1 essence damage. Alright. Faith. Acelia, our cleric, is a +3. 11 + 3 is 14. She's fine. And Sir Brevis, +3. No problem. So he only had 1 fail out of all that. That was pretty decent. Alright. That's explored area now. Put that over there in case we have to go back to those areas. Alright, we're going to go to right here. Ooh. Well, how is this Sea of Anguish and the Tower of Kings? Is that like a dual area? No. Can't be. It's got to be the Tower of Kings. I don't know what this Sea of Anguish is. Tower of Kings, right? Tower of Kings, yes. All right, Tower of Kings. Are you going to be good to me? 9? That's not bad. As the sun is setting, the heroes approach the tower and are warmly greeted by King Joshua and the rest of the kings of Avalon, who invite them in for a grand feast within the tower. Each hero recovers 4 health and 4 essence. Okay, well, we're back up to full. Okay, and explored this area. And now let's find out if we got to go to the other yellow areas. We do not! We found the ruin. So we found one of the 3 ruins, which means we don't even need to go there. We don't need to go here. We could just take those. I mean, no, we should keep them there in case we decide to go there. We can go there, because again, they'll give us a reroll. And since we got to go here anyways, we might as well. For a reroll, let's go over there. Salem Port. Yeah, let's go to Salem Port. Salem Port. This is where our character's from. Sir Brevis Cadmar. Calderon? Alright, let's see what we get. Encounter. 10. I'll take it. 8, 9, and 10. As the heroes enter the tavern one evening, spirits are high and laughter's heard as people are huddled around a table with a massive wooden chest upon it. Approaching the table, the heroes are met by a man with the name of Owen Javu, who discovered the chest but can't open it. Oren gives up, looking at the heroes, and says if they can open it, anything inside is theirs. Select a hero and test lockpicking 15, and modify the result by the hero's lockpick. A hero has 3 attempts to pick the locks. On a success, roll a d12 and add 100 gold for each. Within the chest, on a 3rd attempt, the hero breaks the lock, and that's it. So, alright. Lock picking. It's going to be... Our archer here is a +1. She's a +1. We need a 15. She's a +1. So we need a 14 or higher. First attempt. No. Second attempt. Come on. This is for huge money. Huge money. Yes. Yes. And we get a D12 times 100 in gold. No. Only 200 gold. Are you kidding me? What a waste. We could have had a... I mean, we do have a reroll. And we're going to get another reroll. But is it worth an extra reroll just to get more money? You know what? I am going to spend a reroll. I'm going to reroll this. Come on. Give us something big. Something big. 10. There we go. There. That was worth it. That was definitely worth it. That's 1,000 gold we just made. 1,000 gold. All right. See, there was a hidden compartment in the bottom. You had to look in the hidden compartment in the bottom. All right. And then that's it. That's it. Salem Port. Right. And then we can look at this. Oh, look. It's another reroll. And we've completed this area. We will go here. We're in the red area, though. I don't know if that's bad. It's probably bad. Tomb of Lost Souls. Tomb of Lost Souls. Here we go. All right, Tomb, let's go. Make it good. Make it good. 8. All right, 8's pretty good. As the heroes are observing the tomb's entrance, with the skull buried in the sand under some driftwood, select a hero and test willpower 11. On a success, the hero discovers the skull and finds 1d6 times 100 gold within its mouth. On a fail, the hero turns their attention to a small Doomclaw scorpion scurrying in the sand. Alright, so select a hero and test will. Selecting a hero. Oh, I think when it said select a hero, we don't get to select a hero. We have to roll a die. So she shouldn't have been able to find it. But we rolled a 19 on the test. But let's see who. Let's randomly select the hero. That's what we should have done, not just automatically chose the best one. So it would have been hero 4, which is her. We choose her. That's the dice. Chose her. Nah. All right, now we're going to do this one, and we're going to choose a hero. 3. That is Cain Redfeather. His wisdom is a 2. So it's a +2. He needs an 11. He needs an 11. No, he failed. But nothing happens. He just didn't find the money. He didn't find the money. Didn't find the money. And it's only a D6. So it's between 100 and 600 gold. So it's not the end of the world. All right. That is explored now. We'll move on to Thunder Coast. Thunder Coast. All right, give us something nice. Give us something. We haven't rolled a 12 yet. A 9. All right, we'll take a 9. Sashia Jolson, the village elder, has asked one of the heroes to gather bundles of driftwood on the beach for the hero's stock of firewood. For each bundle the hero brings back, Sashila will pay them 100 gold. Select a hero and then take 4d6. Roll a d6 at a time and consult. 1 to 3, the hero is able to find any driftwood. 4 to 6, the hero finds a bundle. All right, so select a hero. Selecting a hero. 6. All right, so we're going to roll. Basically, we're rolling 4d6. And any 4, 5, or 6 is a success. So he can get anywhere between 100 and 400 gold. He needs 4, 5s, and 6s. 4, 5s, and 6s. 4, 5s, and 6s. He rolled 3 3s and a 5. Are you kidding me? So 1 success. That's just not going to be good. 100 gold. All right, well, that's that. We've explored this area. We move on. Boom. The Lair of Avalon. All right, we want a big number on this one. We would like a big number on this one. Big number. 4 is not a big number. Do we re-roll a 4? Select 3 heroes. We're gonna roll 3 heroes. 5, 3, 6. Okay, select 3 heroes. As these 3 heroes are searching the northern base of the tower, they discover a secret entrance. Dropping into the dark and dank cellar, the heroes see patches of scarlet nightshade glowing in the corner, while moss grows between the cracks of the stone tiles of the floor. Moving southward, the heroes come upon the eroded, ferreted well and peer into it. Suddenly, a colossal, bloodshot eye opens at the bottom of the well and looks the hero's gaze upon it. Each hero must test willpower. 14. On a success, the hero peels himself away. On a fail, the eye drains the hero of 1 health and 1 essence. This test must be repeated until the hero can successfully pull themselves away. A willpower of 14. Alright, so we're going to be rolling a lot here on this one. So we're going to start with Kane here. 14, he's a +2. +2? He got it. He's fine. He's passed the test. Faith. She has got a +3. She needs a 14 +3. Got it. No problem. She laughs at the eyeball. And Sir Brennis. Sir Brennis is a +3. No, failed. So he takes 1 and 1. I really hate these things. I really hate these things. I'm gonna get some tokens. I'm not gonna use this thing. That's ridiculous. Alright, he needs to make another check. +3 is 15, he makes it. So he fails once, takes 1 damage, and that's it. Okay? Now let's find out if our ruin is it our. It is not our ruin. It is an extra. Okay. So we have to come down here, which means. All right, forgot. That's. We will come down to the Forgotten Ruins. Forgotten Ruins. Forgotten Ruins. Give us something good. Oh, that's a 19, but that's not what we need. We need the 12. I was hoping to get some treasure. That would have been nice. Another freaking 4. We do have a couple rerolls. I mean, we got a long ways to go. We got to make it all the way over here yet, which means we have to go boom, 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 boom. Nope, boom, 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 and then up. Four, ripping away the overgrown ivy at the entrance, the heroes pry open the Arctic wooden door. Leaning into the ruins, as the group ventures within, they head down an eastern corridor, heading into a stone chamber. Completely empty except for a few torches and the patches of ivy on the wall. As the heroes are about to leave the chamber, long, jagged spikes erupt from the floor. Each hero must test agility 3 separate times. On a success, they come very close to a spike, but are unscathed. On a fail, the heroes misstep and take 1d3 damage. Each hero must test agility 3 different times. On a success, they miss. If they fail, wow. No, we're re-rolling this. That is for sure. Hell no, we are re-rolling this. That is way too many checks for like 1d3 of damage. Let's hope we go something better than that. I'm going to spend our last reroll on this. Come on! 6. As the sun shines down one afternoon, the heroes stand on a massive stone bridge leading to the ruins. The group takes some time to look down and see an enormous ravine overgrown with scarlet nightshade. Whew, much better than what it could have been, that's for sure. But now we've got no Ashar Tower. And the farther we get from land, the worse it's going to get. And of course, we got to go all the way. Look at how big these texts are. That can't be good. Come on, give us something good. 11. That's pretty good. Oh, a 12 would have been awesome if we had a 12. 11, though. The heroes enter the tower and ascend a spiral stone staircase leading to the second floor. On top of the stairs, they find a dead warrior who swore his life to protect the sacred tower. Beside him is a small backpack. Select a hero. Jeez. And roll D6. Roll a D6. 6. The backpack contains a rejuvenation potion, and so he's got 2 rejuvenation potions and 200 gold. So, poor other heroes are not getting anything. He's getting all kinds of dice rolls coming his way. 200. So he's got 302 rejuvenation potions. Next, the Tomb of Kaladar. Okay, here we go. This one we really don't want to fail. All right, come on, something big, something big, something big. Something big, something big. Here we go. Something big. Oh my God, another 11. The heroes have discovered a secret path within the walls of the tomb that lead to the Alcerins Sorcerer's Chamber. As a hero searches the chamber, they discover many different books and scrolls found on various shelves. One of the heroes have found a book on healing spells. Select a hero and test Wisdom 12. Select a hero. Wisdom 5. So faith here. Wisdom is 2. She needs a 12 plus 2. Got it. 13. Onyx says the hero reads the spell correctly and restores 1d6 health to all the heroes. On a fail, the hero reads it partially correct and restores 1d6 health. Okay, so restoring 1d6, 3 health to everyone. So you get your health back. I think he was the only one that's injured. Yes, he's got 1 point down there, but that's okay. All right, then we can find out, is this a success? No. Okay, but it's a spare, so we have to come here. We're going to the Black Nether dungeon. Well, that is so weird. Of the 3 that we had the last in the green section and the last in the red section. So 2 of the 3 we did the worst we could have done. And 1 section we did second worst with only 1 left. Black Nether dungeon. Black Nether. Maybe it's Nether. All right. We do have a reroll, though. We do have a reroll, which is going to be important. Come on! Jesus. No. I'm not even going to look. Got to reroll that. 1 and 2s are... Come on! Oh my God, are you kidding me? We're getting some really bad rolls. Traversing to the west of the dark cavern, the heroes enter into a hot and humid cave with many boiling, fetid pools of a thick, green, murky substance known as the blood of the underworld. As the heroes begin to cross to the other side, many of the pools start to erupt and massive bubbles. Each hero must test Evade 13. On a success, the hero darts out of the way as it explodes. On a fail, it explodes and bursts on the hero. Roll 1d3. That is how much loss of health and essence they get. Okay, so Evade 13. We're just going to start at the top. She's a +1. She's fast. Carrick is a +1. No. So I'm going to put a dice to remind me that he failed. Kane with 2 rejuvenation potions. 9 + 2 is 11. You need a 13, so you fail. Erwin +2. She's fine. Faith +1. She fails. And Sir Brennis. 10 + 1 is 11. He fails as well. Great. So, it's 1d3 health and essence lost. Alright, so we'll go him first. He loses 2. My God. Oh my God. Games that do this should be shot. Anyone that thinks putting a little token on the side of a character is a good idea, let me tell you, it's not a good idea. It's dumb and retarded. Give us some freaking tokens. Good Lord. Ridiculous. Alright, so she's taking 2 health and 2 essence damage. Great. Alright, Kane, 2 apiece. Okay. Faith, 3 apiece. And last but not least, our Paladin, who takes 3 apiece. Okay, these, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ridiculous that they would put, like how is that even manageable? Like, trying to, you're going to have to pick it up means you can't have anything on your character sheet, nothing. No tokens, no anything. That's insane. Oh, guess what? We found our second thing. Woohoo! That goes there. That was terrible. So now we have to get to here. And then back there. Mist Veil. Oh, look. It's the card right on top. Come on! Fuck! Battle! As heroes enter Mistvale, they are surprised to see the village being raided. Orin Bekris, the village elder, yells to them, "If you are agents of Kaladar, damn you. If you are not, we could use your assistance. Randomly select 3 heroes." One, 2, 6. As the other three heroes help Orin, the selected heroes must combat 3 overgrown black rock vipers. Each hero must combat with them. A viper has 2 health and a toughness of 4. Give each hero a d6. Okay. So there's a whole thing for this that we can get into. Alright, so you're coming into the fight. You're coming into the fight. You're coming into the fight. And you have to take on some black rock vipers. All right. We'll go with a red base here. We'll go with a green base here. Go with the black one here. So we need the black, red, and green. Okay. We need the black, red, and green. All right. So in this mode, combat is slightly different. It's a little bit easier. It's not as involved. It's basically, you just set it up like this. So each one of these rock vipers have got 2 health. And there's like no movement or anything. The heroes are just going to try to kill them off. Alright, so, they have a toughness of 4, which means we need to roll at least a 4 or higher to hit them. They do get a plus. Each round of combat, the heroes roll a d6. If the result is equal to or exceeds the viper's toughness, it deals them a damage. If the result is lower, the heroes take a damage and lose an essence as well. So we're going to find out. 4, 5, or 6 hits. So they both hit. So red viper loses a health. Black viper loses a health. And green viper hits. So that is going to be our... Put the heroes down so you can see. That is Sir. So he's going to take a damage and a damage. Okay. And we're doing it again. Until they're all dead. We have to do this until they're dead. Everyone hits. So this guy is dead. Come here, you. Dead. This guy is dead. This guy took a damage, but he's not dead yet. Alright, and so now we don't need those. All we need is the green one. We need a 4, 5, or 6. Got him. He's dead. All right. So that's not how normal combat is, but in this mode, that's how combat is. Kind of, I wouldn't say generic, but it's a little bit easier, more streamlined, I guess is the best way to put it. Streamlined to just get things going. All right, so that's it for that area. That was pretty bad as well. We're just running into all kinds of crap. Oops. I can't remember where this was. I think it was in here somewhere. I don't know. Keep this in case we have another battle. Alright, I guess we'll go to the Vile Tower. We're going to get almost every red area. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 red areas. We're going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to hit 10 of the 16 red areas. All right, the Vile Tower. Hopefully this one doesn't screw us. Let's get something higher than a 4. Just barely. As heroes reach the second floor of the tower, they discover a chamber full of various occult-related articles, the many shelves of Arctic books, and dusty potions. Next. Moving on. Cavern of Lost Souls. Maybe we'll get something. Randomly select a hero. Number 1, her. Lauren Nightweave. As this hero enters into Dugan's excavation camp one afternoon, they discover the camp is abandoned and in total shambles. However, they discover an old trunk containing 100 gold. Woo! And a well-built, sturdy hammer. Take the hammer quest item. Okay. So, around 100 gold. And there is a boatload of quest items, as you can see. I am not going to fish this out right now, because it could take me 10 minutes to find it. Like, there's a million things in here. It could be any one of these. I'd have to find the hammer quest item. So, no. I will remember she's got that, and I will fish it out in between episodes. I want to move on because it's getting late. It's getting near dinner time, and I want to get done. So, oh, you know what? That was kind of dumb anyways, because this is impassable. We're going to have to come down here and then over. So, we're going to hit another red area. We're going to hit Mirkwood. Oh, great. Lord of the Rings has struck again. We got no rerolls either. Come on! 8. Randomly select 2 heroes. 5 and 4. Marshal Dukin approaches these heroes about a pressing matter that the panicking the villagers. Lost souls from the village of Briarwood have been seen materializing as race within Mirkwood. He believes the life within Mirkwood is drawing them there. He's willing to pay each hero 100 gold to vanquish any they find during the upcoming night patrol. Roll d6 4 times. Roll a d6 4 times and consult. At a 5 or 6, the 2 heroes vanquish a wraith. Okay, so for every 5 or 6 we roll, each one of these heroes is going to earn 100 gold. 5 or 6, we rolled a whopping 1. So 100 gold on each of these guys. Better than nothing, I suppose. That is 1,000. I don't want the 1,000. I want the 100. She's super rich. She's got 1,100. All right, that is that. Temple of the Sun God, which is the only way to get through this. So that means it's probably really bad. Probably very bad if you don't roll well. Temple of the Sun God. Okay. Let's roll something good or we're going to be screwed. I mean, there is a 12 on this dice. We could roll that. You know that, right? Like there is a 10, 11, and 12, right? Battle. As the heroes ascend the stone stairway of the temple, they decide to split up in a group of 3. Randomly select 3 heroes. 1, 6, and 4. As these heroes head down the northwest corridor, they enter a chamber with the black and white checkered floor and many vases of various sizes scattered throughout the chamber. From beyond tape strings on the other side of the chamber, the guardian, Razorfang, comes charging at them. Give each hero a d6. Razorfang has 5 health. On a toughness of 12. Each round of combat, the heroes must either roll their d6 together. If their combined result is equal to or exceeds his toughness, deal damage. If the result is lower, Razorfang deals 2 damage to the hero with the least amount of health. Alright, well, I guess we better roll high or we're dead. He's only got 6 health left, so we need a 12 or higher. Okay, so we'll just say Razorfang's got 5 health. 8, 9, 10. Nope, he's dead. So he's going to do... He's going to do 2 damage to the hero with the least amount of health. Well, he starts with 10, but he's already got 4 damage. So he's only got 6 hit points left. She's got 9 hit points, and she's got 10. So he's going to be him. He's going to take the damage. Oh, we got him. So he's down to 4 hit points. Nope. 2 more damage. He's down to 2 hit points. Got him. That's twice I've rolled 6, 6, 1. He's down to 3 now. We need to do it 3 more times in a row. Nope. So that is going to knock him out. So we need to find out the knockout rules because he's taking 10 points of damage. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep. So, like, I know the angel can come in and heal him, but will she heal him immediately? Do we have to wait till the end of the fight? Instantly, no matter what is transpiring in the game, the hero is resurrected following this procedure. Remove both white plastic discs on the health track and essence track on the hero's card. The player will then take the white D3, the red D12, and the orange D12. They'll roll them together. The result is as follows. The white D3 results represents health and essence restored to the hero. The D12 represents health restored to the hero, while the orange represents the essence restored to the hero. And the game can resume. Okay, so I guess a red, an orange, and a D6. Oh, and he had, how many hit points did he have left? 3? So he would get 3 of each back. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then he would get 9 of this and 4 more. Ooh, that's not a lot of health, actually. I think that's how you do it. But it instantly heals. This goes over. Boom. He's been dead once. So now we got to do it again. We keep fighting, I guess. So... yeah. These hit. He's down to 2 left. He will take 2 more damage. Oh, come on. It's going to take 2 more damage. That is an 11, not a 12. 2 more damage. I think we're going to end up dying from this. I really do. He's at 9. He's at 1 hit point again. He's going to die again. If I can't roll a 12 or higher, he's going to die again. Got him. Thank God he's down to 1 left. Otherwise, he's going to kill us again. Got him. He's dead. Oh my God. That was ridiculous. That was really bad. We're going to go to the tomb of the Emperor Sullivan. Let's hope we don't roll like really low again because we're really in trouble. He's got nothing to heal him. He's got nothing to heal him. And I don't think like rejuvenation potions, I don't know. I don't know if they can be shared. I mean, this is all stuff I could look up, but it's just going to slow the game down. And I didn't want to slow it down because we're almost done. After the heroes complete some of their events and encounters in the game, one of the rewards can be possibly gained, a rejuvenation potion. When a player declares they would like to use a rejuvenation potion, they can simply call out the hero that will receive it and instantly regain 3 health and 3 essence. Rejuvenation potions can only be used once. It must be placed back in the stack by the game board. Rejuvenation potions can be used at one time during the game, even on the middle of the battle. Heroes are not equipped per se with rejuvenation potions. Instead, a player may declare they want to use one. Okay, so like I guess these two are party. Like he doesn't technically own those. He can let somebody else do it. And he's just going to let 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just going to let him Heal twice, which is fine. We're still kind of beat up. A good result would be nice. Tomb of the Emperor. Yeah, this sounds friendly. The heroes enter a secluded alcove in the southwest area of the tomb and rest while they study ancient drawings on the smooth stone walls. Wah, wah. Nothing good, but nothing bad. Going to Stonefeld. $10. Maybe we'll get something. Randomly select a hero. One morning, Raven Calvin is asked the hero to accompany him into the east and search for caves within the crag for bandits as they are hiding in there. Roll a d6 4 times and consult the chart. So, 4d6. Out of 4, 5, or 6, it's 200 gold. Anything else I don't care about. A den bandit and bones of an animal. 4, 5, or 6 is 200 gold. 4, 5, or 6, that's 400 gold. She's got 800, so I'm giving her 500, taking 100, so that's 400. All right. That completes this area. Moving on. Rains Crossing. $7. The heroes enjoy a beautiful sunset across the simmering waters of the Twilight Lake as they traverse Rays Crossing. Might as well go there to Witherbrook Forest East. That is a green area. Yay. $6. The sun shines through the tall trees, and the heroes find a cool breeze upon them as they make their way through the eastern forest. Okay, let's go to the House of Demons, because I'm sure there's nothing bad there. 7. A lot of 6 and 7s going on. While searching within the wicked structure, one of the heroes finds a thick book within a library that speaks about the rise of the Black Hand army and their malevolent leader, Lord Blackhand. Okay. Last but not least, the Dungeon of Zool. $7 again. The heroes quickly hide in the wooded areas. They observe many cultists with torches burning brightly in the night as they carry something that resembles a human into their lair. Okay, we'll... Guess what? Yay! We found it. How about that? Evergreen. We're almost back home. Evergreen. Come on, don't screw us, Evergreen. Of course. From defending the village from the raid that night before, the heroes' weapons have sustained more damage. They must pay 300 gold to the blacksmith for reshaping some weapons and repairs. The hero that contributes their gold the heroes may combine their gold for this expensive. If they don't have the gold, yeah, so we're going to lose 300 gold. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just have it all come from him, I guess. All right, and we got one more area. That's this one, the Tower of St. Vithis. The Tower of St. Vithis. A 10. Randomly select a hero. As the hero ascends to the second floor of the tower, the ancient wooden floor begins to creak and snap. Test willpower 10. His willpower is a 0. So he just has to roll a 10 or higher. He does. On a success, the hero moves a loose floorboard and finds 300 gold. Well, there's the 300 back. On a fail, the heroes comb through and don't find anything. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, and then back home. Oh my god, what a journey. That was the longest journey I think we possibly could have taken. No, that's not true. We could have come back over here and then gone back there. Oh my god. That is the worst. Jeez. What? And we died once, so that was okay. It wasn't the end of the world. Now let's see what else we need to do as we get back home. Alright, as we've learned, the hero's task is to traverse the land of Avalon and recover the 3 runes of eternity. When the heroes recover the 3 runes, they must traverse back to Hope's Reach, where Father Jova is waiting their return. Upon returning to Hope's Reach, the runes are considered to have been given to Father Jova to lift the curse upon the dungeon. At this time, the heroes may open any treasure chests they have discovered along their journeys. In other words, when they reveal the loot carts, they can see what they've received. After this is complete, the heroes can now be imported into the start of the game of Dungeon Quest. Any loot, gold, and rejuvenation potions that have been found in the land of Avalon can be carried over into Dungeon Crusade and be used. Heroes are not permitted to journey back into Avalon once they have returned to Hope Reach with the runes of eternity. When the Avalon Adventure board game ends, set the heroes' cardboard miniatures aside along with their hero cards, starting equipment, and any loot items they have acquired during the Avalon Adventure board game. The table is cleared off of all game content, and any content used from the Dungeon Crusade is placed back into the game. The players will now begin the Dungeon Crusade portion of the play. First, they will do basic setup, then move on to advanced setup. For the heroes to be victorious in Dungeon Crusade, they must complete each of the 3 quests found on each of the 3 quest tables. Quest tables could be thought of as levels. Between each quest table, the heroes will head back to the village for Celebration Day to heal, to level up, and gain new special abilities and much more. Well, we did all of that. Like literally all of what we just did. We just did all of this, and we have a grand total of 3... let's see. 1,100, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2,100 gold. 2,100 gold. No potions. No rejuvenation potions. 2,100 gold, which we may or may not be able to use to buy more goodies. That was a lot of effort for very little reward, to be honest. I was expecting like a couple items, some loot cards, like we had a couple like where we could heal a few things in the beginning of the game, which really didn't help us at all because we didn't need any healing. And then after that, all we did was get the shit kicked out of us. So, It seems to me like, first of all, it is a lot of work for very little reward. Like, you should be getting, I should say, we got 2,100. We could have kept 2 rejuvenation potions. I guess, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, We didn't spend those. We were just going to keep those as a group. Right? Because we didn't need them after I healed. We didn't need anything. We just bloop, all the way back. So that is a lot of work I have for very little reward. I am not happy with that at all. To be honest, it was a lot of work. A lot of work. I mean, look how many areas we went to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. We went to 28 areas, and that's the shortest we could have done to get this completed. 28 areas. And we have, like, very little to show for. We got, like, $2,100. I was thinking we would be drawing some loot tokens and stuff. And like, okay. So, like, maybe you only draw those if you roll an 11 and 12. But, I mean, we didn't roll an 11 and 12. Are you going to punish the players for not rolling an 11 and 12? That seems kind of harsh, to be honest. Don't you agree with me? I believe you agree with me. Just trying to separate all these back in. So, yeah, I finished in time. I kind of rushed here at the end because I knew we were going to be doing dinner, and we're going to be doing dinner. So, I will be back with the next part of the video. Until then, my friends, what do you think? Let me know what you think. Am I just a big whiny butt? Like, is this... Like, there's probably some cool stuff we could have gotten, but, like, if you don't roll, like, an 11 or 12, you never get any good stuff. Like, you have to roll an 11 and 12, and, like, the one time we rolled an 11 and 12, all it did was heal us. I think we rolled one 11 or 12 the whole time. That was one time, and all it did was give us, like, a healing. Yeah, draw a loot card. Look at that, from the bronze deck. Woohoo! Well, that would have been nice. Draw one loot card from the gold treasure deck. Like, why didn't we... I mean... Alright, we'll get into that later. But right now, thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you